Hey everyone. The other day I was asked on Twitter about HVCC and how it's impacted my business as an appraiser. Let me give you a little bit of background. HVCC stands for the Home Valuation Code of Conduct. It's kind of a dirty word in the appraisal industry. And I know it's really changed things because on May 1st of 2009 there were new regulations put in place by the federal government that said that appraisers could no longer be handpicked by lenders, loan officers, brokers. And so it really took away a whole entire book of business for appraisers. And I know you're thinking, well, who cares? Big deal. Well, it really impacted a lot of appraisers and hurt a lot of people. But, my answer to this guy when he asked me, how has HVCC impacted my business? Well, my honest response was, more than anything, it's been a catalyst to diversify and a catalyst to find niche areas in my market that I've always done, but to do even more of because other avenues of business just aren't available anymore. I can't be hired by the loan officers that used to hire me all the time. So I've really taken it upon myself over these last 2 years to find new ways to relate to people. And I've built about 10 different websites to advertise my businesses. Again, these are things I did in the past, but now I have an actual website set up specifically for divorce appraisals, or for estate settlement appraisals, or for property tax appeals, and I've become known as quite a bit of a specialist locally here in Sacramento. I have a ton of agents calling me all the time, asking me questions about property taxes, and that's really great. I'm trying to be resourceful to people. Look, I don't have my rose-colored glasses on. I'm not a fan of HVCC. I don't like it when the government interferes, but I don't want to sit around and complain. Okay? I know every industry has challenges and circumstances and sometimes regulations and new technology that come into play that impact that area of business. Okay, let's look at Blockbuster. Blockbuster could sit around and complain all day about Netflix and now about Redbox, or they can try to reinvent themselves and do something with their business model. Now, maybe their business model isn't very relevant anymore, and they'll have to really take a look at that, and a change in industry might be inevitable. Okay, but other companies, say Borders, who's closing a ton of stores right now, well, they had companies like Amazon come along and other online book distributors, and it's just hard to compete with that. And so again, it's a business facing a challenge to say, how can I reinvent myself? Okay, there's a ton of mom and pop coffee shops. Sometimes they get angry when other big chains like Starbucks come into town. But the thing is, rather than being angry, the important thing to ask is, well, what can I do about this? Okay, we can't control when the industry changes, sometimes when regulations happen, even if we don't like them. And so I just encourage anyone facing changes in your industry, begin to do something about it. Think very creatively and try to come up with an action plan for areas of business you can control. Okay, don't focus on what you can't control, because those things are out of your hands, but what can you take control of? What avenues of business can you go hard after to really earn that type of business and earn people's trust? And how can you use your natural abilities to complement what your business goals are? Okay, I'll share a little bit about me. I love taking videos. I love making videos for people, whether it's family or friends and clients. But that's one thing that I bring to the table. I actually created a whole separate video site for locals as a resource, and it's been a great tool for people that have real estate questions, but also it's been really powerful to come alongside of agents and people that I didn't know a year ago, and to be able to say, hey, I have this tool, would love to make you look good. Would love to have you host some videos on here, or I would love to share some videos that I shoot of you on here. And so these skills have nothing to do with the appraisal field per se, but I can bring them into my area of business and what my skill set is, and then earn business that way. And so anyway, how do I feel about HVCC? Again, not a fan, but I am focusing on what I can do as an appraiser, and I've had a lot of success with that, and I'd say that over 50% of my business right now is non-lending work, and I'm very proud of that. I work very hard to connect with people. I am involved in the local association of realtors, and I'm just going after it. Okay, so, and one thing I will say too is that I don't work for really low fees. Okay, I just had an appraisal order come in the other day, $200, and I do business with this client, but I said, hey, look, I'm drawing the line. I cannot work for that fee. Okay, I have these appraisals come by, $175 for an appraisal, rural property, really complex. Hey, look, you've got to draw some standards and know your worth, and I know that I'm worth more than that, and I know that I'm going after an avenue of business and going after relationships with clients that matter greatly, people that pay well, people that respect me, and people that I really want to provide a high quality product to. So anyway, there it is. This was on my heart today. Just wanted to share it. Hope that's helpful. If you have any comments, feel free to comment below and share about your life. Hey, thanks.